Hi, beautiful people. I'm Okelgene Iyanoluwa Onota, and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Let's talk with Oke. Previously, like last week, my host, my host, and my co-host, I'm the host. We discussed online dating. We talked about the pros and cons of online dating. So we're going to delve into today's discussion, which is are there ethics to marriage? Yes, there are ethics to marriage, or you can call it marital ethics or morals in marriage. Marriage is a long time, lifetime journey, and it has its hurdles, man. For those who are not even physically, who are not ready for marriage, you just don't jump into marriage so that you don't rush out of marriage. The first ethic of marriage is be humble and put your spouse first. We should do everything with humility. God disposes the proud and raises the humble. I start with that. So you should be humble. In meeting your spouse, putting your spouse first. Putting your spouse first has to do with meeting his needs, his wants, his requests, and all of that things that comes with it. So you are doing this, you have to be humble with it. You have to put in humility. You understand? So your husband, your wife should come first before any other person, because it said the two shall come and they shall become one. You understand? So he's one. He's now your immediate family. You see how your immediate family before has now become your extended family. So you have to put him first. Next comes respect. Respect has two ways. Respecting him because he's the head and you are his helpmate. Good. Not that he's the head and he now has the say. You don't have a say. No, no, no. You have a say. He has a say. He's the head. You're his helpmate. The head cannot do without the helpmate. You understand? That's it. So you respect him that way. You respect him as a person. You also respect his views, his opinions. Everybody's entitled to their own views and opinions. Do you understand that? So his views on politics might not go with your views about politics. So what do? You don't have to fight him. You don't have to look down on him. Maybe because he gives weird, opinions. Do you understand? So you don't have to look down on him. You have to respect him for who he is. Respect his opinions and ideas. Exclusivity, that is surrendering yourself to your partner. Like he's now yours. You are also his. So both of you are now also like come one. There is no longer side disturbance or side attractions. But when you were dating, you could not say he was yours. That's why I laugh at ladies when they say he's mine, he's yours, he's not yours, because you're not married to him. Even if he proposes, please, there are people who propose to their girlfriends and they still break up. But I think when you are in the marriage, then you can now say he's yours. That's very simple and clear. You also confidentiality, man. Not everything you don't whatever it is you and your spouse discuss should not be told to your friends, should not be told to your families, no third party in your the information shared between both of you should not be heard by any other person. It brings respect from the other side. When your friends are talking about it, they're like, you don't notice that she doesn't bring up her issues. When you ask her, she tells you she's fine. And when she tells you there are issues, but it's okay, we can solve this issue. We don't need third party in this. So you have to be confidential. You don't have to everything you say, everything you do. If he does something to you, you can't tell your mom, you can't tell your dad, you tell your friends. There is please, there has to be confidentiality. Keep it. It should be private. The next is sexual faithfulness. You have to be faithful to your spouse. She has to be faithful to you. You can't cheat. No matter the circumstance, even if you were pushed, there was an urge to do it, you should learn to control yourself. That's where self control comes in. Yes, you have to learn to control yourself. Don't cheat. No matter, see, man, don't even cheat. Always pray to God. that there should be no reason for you to cheat. Infidelity is really bad. It really breaks what breaks marriages these days. See somebody who has just got married for a week, and when the story comes out, it's based on infidelity. Please, let's try not to be faithful to our partners. And then fulfillment in the sexual aspect, sexual fulfillment. Guy, you really have to spice up your sex life. It should not be boring. Yes, you guys should sit down, watch movies that have to do with, those sex scenes. If there's any part that you like about it, you can just bring it into your marriage. I'm not saying, I'm talking about marriage now. So you bring it up, just don't make this thing boring. Different styles, you can invent new styles to it, you understand? Yeah. So spice it up. If you want it in the car, you can actually have it in the car, but it should be that it is in agreement with your other spouse. You will not just come uninvited and just bring up the suggestion one day when you have not sat at home to discuss it. Do you understand? No, don't do it that way. It's not done that way. It should be a code of conduct. There should be a discussion before an action. You get it? We have commitment. Be devoted to your husband. Be devoted to your wife. Just like you're devoted to your work. See, devotion brings success in marriage. It also leads to success in marriage. Let me give you an example. You're devoted to your job. You'll be happy when you're devoted to your job, because there are rewards for those who are devoted to their jobs. You get promoted, you get side attractions, high ones. Do you understand? So when you are loyal to your husband, it brings trust and all of that. When you're loyal to your wife, it brings trust. Good. I think with that, I've hit the nail on the head. I've brought justice, like I always say, to this again. So guys, you guys need to know that there are ethics to marriage. Principles, yes. You just don't just come like, oh no. And here, let me talk about being selfless too. You should not be selfish. Man, you should put others' interests first before you even put yours. A friend of mine gave an example about lights, and I want to use that example. I personally don't like the lights being on at night. But what if I get married to somebody who likes the light being on at night? I have to be considerate. I have to understand that this is him. He doesn't like the light being on. So it's either I get an IMAX, but this is how we're going to do it. If he's smart and reasonable enough, he understands that okay, she has even gotten an IMAX so that I can be comfortable. He will also consider me, and there will be days where the lights will be on, and there will be days where the lights are not on. If you like watching TV, there's this series you like watching, and then it happens that day that both of you are home and his series is showing on that same station, on another station, but at the same time. You have to, that's where compromise, just like compromise. Oh no, let me just consider him. I've been watching this series before, and he all of it today that he has been missing his own episodes on those series, and he has to like watch them today. Let me consider him. Let me consider her. Right? That's it. Marriage will just become more beautiful and easy when there are morals in it, like when every rule principles is followed. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Kisses and a wink. Bye.